Well, this is slightly different to the woods. I'm here in my Land Rover Defender 90, so the short wheelbase version. And I've just done a night in this lay-by. You guys are probably thinking, actually, across the pond, what's a lay-by? Well, it's hard to describe, really. It's just, well, let me show you. So I'm actually, before I do, I'm on the way to Scotland. Got all my canoe stuff. Well, I'm in Scotland. Canoe paddle, everything like that. But look at this view. Pretty awesome, right? This is a lay-by. I would describe it as basically where you can pull over with your car on the side of a road. Let me explain what's happening. I've got a 5-day canoe trip starting tomorrow. I'm up here in Scotland. It's the Great Glen Trail. So it's from Fort William, and we're going to paddle for 5 days, camping along the way, northeast to Inverness. That's where we finish. So we go across multiple different lochs, including the famous Loch Ness. We're doing it to raise money for charity for Alzheimer's Society, which helps to raise awareness and research into dementia and Alzheimer's. So it's for charity. This is just a vlog style video leading up to me getting to that trip, and I wanted to just try something different, bit of car camping, and put this video up. First time I've filmed a whole entire YouTube video on my mobile phone as well, so that will be interesting. I will show you my sleep setup, what I do. This is the 90 Defender, so it's a small, short wheelbase, which means normally there's a 110 which has more seats, but I'm not going to do a rundown of what I've done to the vehicle yet. As you can see, I've pulled out the back seats. There's a lot more that I've done to it, which I'm going to cover in another camping video, probably where I take it into the woods or something like that. But essentially what I sleep on these days, so I have a folding seat, which I take with me camping for the canoe trips, which is one of those, like, I think they're called a festival seat in the UK, so they kind of flat pack like that. So when I want to sit up in the Defender, I just use this seat. And that way when I lean back, hope you see that angle, I can do what I want. I can read a book, I can open and close windows, I can look at the view. I've got curtains, which I'll talk about in a minute. And yeah, this is kind of what it's for, this seat. And that way I can sit up, because obviously I pulled the back seats out. And then sleeping wise, I've got look, I know it doesn't look very bushcrafty campy, obviously. It's pretty hippie, to be fair. I like it. So this is a Thai massage mattress made of kapok fibers from a plant seed. The kind of filling for it. So yeah, this is a Thai massage roll mat, essentially, like a yoga mattress. I'm not sure if it's designed to be slept in. Obviously, it's designed to have massages in, but I won't be getting any of those. It's handy because I took a long time to choose what to sleep on, but it's handy because it just rolls up to get it out of the way. And if I wanted it to lean back against as well, I can lean back against it like that. I was debating to get the Japanese fold-out mattresses, but again, where there's limited space, this kind of conforms to all the gaps and the wonkiness of this limited space that I've got. But I can essentially, yeah, just roll that up and put that out the way. And then I've just got a blanket underneath to keep the cold from the metal. I've got a metal drawer here, and it just keeps the cold from that. But yeah, this is the setup. So one of the things I like about the Defender is they've got these kind of safari style windows at the top, which is great because they're high enough that when a person's outside, they're so high that people can't see in. So I just need to cover these windows here, but that lets some daylight in so I can wake up with the natural light. I got these kind of, they're magnetic really. They've got little magnets, and in a Defender, there's loads of metal. So these just slide, these little magnets like that. And there's a little tie-out point just there. And it just, I can't do it with one hand, but yeah, they're just really good. And I mean, you can just pull the whole thing off like that really easily. But it's just a really cool way of just having curtains really quickly. Like I say, this is not a full video in the car. I'm going to go through that in a different episode. Got some brambles there. Wild edibles coming through soon. I need to get on the road, so I'm going to tidy up in here and then we'll get cracking. This is where I need to get to, Fort William. And the lads that I'm meeting up with on the canoe trip, they're just down on a campsite in Glen Nevis, just off the map here. Ben Nevis is the highest mountain in Britain. So this is where the start of the trip happens, Fort William. And we are going to be paddling just further down here. I think that's where we kind of put in near Neptune's staircase is where we're going to put the canoes in. And then we paddle part of the famous Caledonian Canal into the first lock, which is Loch Lochy, and then we just keep going this way. So should be a good trip. Looking forward to it. And the weather looks pretty all right. Bit overcast, but I think we're going to be good. Quick bacon sandwich, and then I need to pump the tyres up a bit. I think the pressure's down a bit. Did 8 hours driving yesterday, so pressure's a little bit down, and then we'll crack on. So we're just coming into the famous Glencoe Valley. That was Glencoe, famous valley. Thought I'd show you guys that briefly. This is all filmed on a mobile phone, so it's totally new to me in terms of uploading onto YouTube. But we're gonna crack on now, head towards Fort William and meet up with the guys at the campsite and get some good food on before we do the big trip tomorrow. Time for a spot of fishing, I think. It's a good start, lads. Just broke the tip, snapped it on my fishing rod just as on the rock as I was casting. So I'm going to fish without the tip for now, and then maybe just tape it up when I get to the campsite for the rest of the trip. But it'll still obviously catch a fish. It's just going to be a little bit harder to cast further. No fish. Gonna head on up to the campsite. Lovely views though. Well, we made it to the first camp spot here on Loch Lochy. Near Loch Ness today. Some white caps out there, but the wind is in the right direction.